Hello, Mom.
Yeah. Who says this is agree to disagree?
Hello, my name is Rick,
My name is Dennis.
and welcome to Agree to Disagree.
Affiliates should move away from English-speaking GEOs when promoting dating offers.
First, pierce myself.
Yeah, pierce yourself. Some voodoo stuff going on there.
I go from disagree.
Yeah, I'll go a bit over here.
So slightly off center.
Yeah, slightly off center.
All right.
I was very exact with the location of my pin.
All right.
Yeah, why do you disagree with this statement?
So obviously there's a lot of traffic available in for example, United States, English-speaking GEOs. But I think with that comes an added benefit. There's a lot of traffic, but there's also a lot of content available and whatever your potential competitors are doing. So there's a lot of content that you can look at and then optimize your funnel and then make sure that you basically perform better than the rest.
I think from an affiliate perspective, I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, there are a lot of different flavors when it comes to advertisers and offer and such.
Yeah.
If you look at like it from also the advertiser perspective of things, like the longevity of campaigns, how do you review then US compared to, or English speaking compared to the other geos?
Yeah, I think because there's also such a lot of content and competition happening, you do need to quickly refresh your content basically. So you cannot leave a campaign unattended for too long. But I think there's another added benefit to start with English-speaking geos, because if you have, let's say you have this working angle, it's then also easily to be scaled horizontally into other countries because they have the same native language. Just think of Canada, UK, New Zealand, Australia, I'm missing one, South Africa, which could have also less competition. So it is, if you have a working funnel, it could be working in other geos as well.
Yeah, I get your point. That's why I'm not strongly agreeing with the statement. What you see now is at some point we see a switch where people solely focus on US, right? Or they do like 90% US and the other 20% is, they do like 80% US, the other 20% is a little bit of Canada, a little bit of UK.
Yeah, true.
I think that is nice, but there are also geos that are, what you say, there's a lot of material to be gained, but that is because there are so many people pushing those geos.
Yeah.
And that is not only the dating vertical, but it goes for a lot of different verticals also.
Yeah,
so basically, what you pay there for traffic, and especially if you want to get the best performing audiences in, like the 50 plus males, and I'm not even talking about devices yet, then in terms of the cost for traffic is insanely high.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It can be indeed on the definitely expensive side. That's true.
And what you then see, I mean, I think US in dating, I mean, it has always been around for a bit, but I would say it got more emphasis, I think, especially over the last 5 years. Before that, it was mainly Europe. I mean, and then people did like the same, had the same benefits in Europe, for example, in DACH, with Switzerland, Germany, Austria, all German language, they all speak German. So you also have like more or less the similar benefits into the applicability of your creative material, multiple countries. But then, from what I'm hearing, slightly lower cost for traffic, so maybe more sustainable in the long run. What you say, I see a lot of US happening, but it's mainly like blast, right? I mean, where people are running.
Yeah, they do focus a lot on volume and just pushing numbers, indeed. Whilst there's also something to say about the other way around, of course, like focusing on quality first, and then at some point, at least that's my perspective, that volume at some point will increase if you find those quality spots and try to like maximize those. So yeah, there is something to say about that for sure.
So then, if you were to start as an affiliate tomorrow, how would you do it? How much percent of your traffic would you send to English speaking?
I would probably start with US, just as there's so much stuff to look into, to dive into, to at least get started. Because you could also then find angles that are actually converting, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the best spots with the best amount of volume, but you can also just get started with all the content that there is available. And then from there on out, I would extrapolate that to a different geos, such as, for example, New Zealand or Australia. And then from there on out, trying to probably push a little bit more volume if that's possible. Because there you can probably get higher bids in because there's less competition. So yeah, for me it's a bit of a two-parter. So I wouldn't completely rule it out, but maybe to start, that would, I think, be my strategy.
Yeah, Yeah, for me, actually, I think I do get where you're starting. You started with US. I think I might do the same thing, but I would never send more than 80% US or English speaking in general. I think like over time, Germany was one of the biggest GEOs, upcoming GEOs when dating got started.
Yeah.
Also back then, those products have developed a lot of good products to be gained across the board. It's also like horizontal scaling in Austria and Switzerland. You can also do there.
Yeah.
So I would indeed US, but also especially Germany or like DACH we talked about. Maybe low volume Nordics on the side to mix it in a bit, but definitely not solely focusing on US.
And maybe I'm a bit biased because like English is also some sort of a native language for me, so it makes me. So I know that I don't have to rely on translators or something, so I can just make sure that it's.
But your Italian was even better.
Debatable. But so I guess then I'm more. I said that you can. I think that you then can have a better feel with the audience that you're trying to reach instead of going in a different country that you don't know the language of, and then okay, maybe this translation is good, maybe not, but.
Then it's also what all the other people will be thinking, right? That might launch campaigns tomorrow. Indeed, they will also go, you know what, my English is better than my Spanish, or my French, or my Chinese, so let's do a US instead of whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's just what would make me personally more comfortable to start off with, I guess.
Yeah, I think if you have the winning angle, you've got a party also from the advertising side where it works, and the US is the way to go, easily scalable to infinity and beyond.
Yeah.
That being said, to spread the risk also on your affiliate side, I would definitely don't hesitate to spin in some.
No, definitely no. I would never focus only on English speaking. I would definitely take all the others. Like indeed, there's less competition, lower bid prices. There's so much stuff that is unexplored there, not, at least not to the extent that the US is.
Yeah, or forgotten about when US came up as a big geo for everyone, right?
So I would definitely, I would basically work both sides, like non-English and English speaking.
So we agree to disagree.
I guess we agree to disagree a bit.